coming through.
Okay. All right, gents. We're live from the 516. The setting is Farmingdale, Long Island, for what should be a glorious day, for it is the 15th annual Main Street Mile, brought to you by Runner's Edge, and in support and celebration of Pat LaFontaine's Companions in Courage Foundation. And what does the foundation do but build interactive playrooms in children's hospitals? I believe I said that right. We are here standing on the iconic Main Street.
All right.
Nice the iconic Main Street. Howdy. This will be one of the co-stars of the day, Main Street. This is where all the action's taking place. We've got the multiple races today. We've got the Nutty Irishman and all their $3 blue points, but we'll get into that later. But we have a couple of leading men here to my right. Far right, Jim Johnson, Executive Director of the CiC. To his left, we have the President of the CiC and my personal Gmail password, Pat LaFontaine. So, I'm glad that one stuck the landing. I'll recycle that throughout the day. All right, so gentlemen, let's start with Jim to the far right here. Can you give us, first of all, here's a softball because it's early and I'm on LA time. Give me an overview of the day. What sort of schedule do we have? What kind of head count are we expecting? What do we got for us?
You got an extraordinary day for the 15th annual Runner's Edge Main Street Mile, and it's all for the kids. No child in the fight for life or health should ever have to go through it alone, and nobody's going through it alone today. We've got more than 500 runners registered. We just had the Kids Fun Run. We had about 40 or 50 kids running for ice cream. And so they had a great day, and we're doing this all for the kids in the hospital. So to all you guys that are watching today, we want to say get well soon. We love you, and we know that your doctors and nurses and the Child Life staff are taking great care of you.
All right, yeah, we'll have to.
Awesome.
Well, we'll get them out here for ice cream if it helps.
Yes.
All right, so now, Pat, let's. You mentioned it's year 15 of this. It's a quinceañera, by the way.
Quinceañera, yeah. There's a whole. We have a whole party going on later.
Oh, it's
over at Tostitos. It's going to be great.
By the way, if there's any teenagers watching, by the way, Pat's also available to help with any promposals later in the year.
That time might have passed.
Daniel, you need any help with that? Any dances at Malloy this week? All right. Doing better at Malloy than I was.
Nice.
So, in any event, so this is year 15. Take us back, I guess, 14 years to year 1. Perhaps in this very setting. What was it like then, and how has everything evolved with this event over the years?
Well, Matt, I think what's exciting, 16 is my number, so
that's right.
As big as 15 is, 16 is even going to be bigger, but this is big.
The Sweet 16.
Sweet 16, my number. And, we've gotten up over 500 runners. We probably had about just under 100, maybe 80 to 50, 80 runners back then. So what's really nice about this community run, it's for family, it's the kids race, it's the women's race, the men's race, and then the Nutty Irishman, and obviously Runner's Edge, but it's evolved. And now when I run into people, they're like, oh, hey, the whole family comes down, we all hang out. It's a great way to start out Labor Day weekend. We're helping kids in children's hospitals. So most importantly, it's about community, it's about family, and it's about helping kids.
Well, that's why we're here.
You know what's cool? To that point, a couple years ago, I'm in the Virgin Islands, and I'm on one of those little shuttle boats between the islands, and the guy is wearing a Runner's Edge Main Street Mile shirt. I go, what are the odds? I'm in Virgin Islands, and I got a guy that ran in Farmingdale. And so he was just on vacation with his family, decided to wear his Runner's Edge Main Street Mile shirt. So we are international with this race. It's not just Main Street, it's the world!
First Farmingdale, then the globe.
Oh, it's all about islands. That's right.
That's right. All right, so now, broadening it just slightly beyond the event, but the CiC in general, are there any recent innovations worth discussing or any goals for 2020 that you have in your crosshairs?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited about Google Chromebooks. We have obviously, we have great help from Cisco and Microsoft in the past, the NHL, we got great sponsors. But because of technology, these rooms, obviously Lions Den rooms, have this amazing impact on children. It makes them feel like they're kids. PCs, Xbox 360s, video conferencing pods to talk to the teachers, their heroes, their friends, to kind of feel connected and they're not alone. But now we can also go into just about any hospital because we have this through this technology. One of the things we're doing is Courage Network. And Courage Network, it's about getting kids to ask questions to their heroes. It could be a musician, it could be a scholar, it could be an architect, it could be an athlete, and then contacting that hero and having them through their just basic iPhone, answer those together a really inspiring package so that that child can have a connection and an interaction with their hero through technology. I know, who's your favorite when you were growing up, when you were 12? Who was your hero?
I don't want to be obsequious, so I'll shift to Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly.
Not embarrassing.
All right, so God forbid if you were ever in a hospital and you had 4 questions for Don Mattingly, and the next day or within a day or two you had all your questions answered by Don Mattingly, how inspired would you be?
That blows my mind. You know, regardless of whether I'm tethered to a hospital bed or out and about.
Right.
So
we
that blew my mind today as a 47.
You're still 12 at heart.
Yeah, clearly.
But that's part of what technology and what the Companions of Courage Network and Jimmy, you know, obviously leading as executive director, put together a whole technology board on how we can make the Lions Den experience or the CiC experience, and then create this Courage Network. So how do we impact more kids? How do we, you know, help inspire them? How do we make them not feel alone and get them feeling better? Not only them, their siblings and their family who are all impacted. So, you know, we're continually evolving. We've got great leadership. You know, I just like to pass the puck. Now, as it is, I'm in the center. I'm centerman right now. A couple good wingers, and this is one of our events that's going to continue to raise money that are going to help these kids and their families. And we're so grateful to Runner's Edge, Farmingdale, all of Mark Leff, all of the volunteers, and we appreciate that it grows every year.
Well, I look forward to picking up the discussion next year. Guys, I could talk to you all morning, but I know you have a lot of plates to spin. So, anyhow, we'll talk about the best wings in Buffalo offline. Yeah, she's from Western New York, but she's a vegetarian, so she doesn't do me any good in that department. Gentlemen, enjoy, have fun today. We'll see you out and about, and everybody else, stay tuned in. There's more to report. Carry on. Thanks, gang.
Good job.
Beautiful. I appreciate it. Think of you.
Thank you.
Love it.
Love it. Great job.
Heather, that was